How's it going, ladies and gents? This is Glenn here once again with another rope rage video, and in this one we are going to be looking at 4 powerhouse jump rope tricks for building muscle. Granted, it's all fun and dandy to flick the rope around and do the fancy tricks, but at some point we've got to bring it back to fitness. I'm guilty of it myself, you know, sometimes it does get a bit too la-di-da and a bit fancy, but at the end of the day, this is fitness training, right? So in this video, I've put together 4 explosive jump rope moves for you to try out that will be tough. You will break a sweat, as you will see as I demonstrate in this video. I'm sweating buckets already. That was like 3 minutes of work. But it will have you seeing physical results much quicker than the old routine, steady state, relaxed variant of jump rope training. We're putting the fitness back in this. We're putting the taxing, ugly, hard work back into this. Sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you've gotta not enjoy your workout. Sometimes you've gotta be like, I'm done, I'm knackered. Sometimes you need that. And for those days when you need that workout session, you can try a couple of these or all of these powerhouse jump rope techniques and see how you feel. See how you feel the morning after. Anyway, all of these powerhouse jump rope moves are compound movements, meaning that your body will engage larger muscle groups in order to perform these techniques. Some of those larger muscle groups are the back, the chest, the leg muscles. These are areas of the body where we have very large muscles, with skipping being traditionally quite focused on the wrists and on little jumps off the ground. Those are the smaller muscle groups, the hand and the feet, but we're really targeting the larger muscle groups in this one. So without further ado, enough of the chit chat, let's get to work. We're starting off with crossover sprints. Powerhouse moves. Let's go. Key points for this one to remember. Firstly, alternate the hands. I've said this countless times, but I'm not going to get tired of saying it. Cross with the right and cross with the left. Don't become too reliant on doing it on just one side. As I said in last week's video, if you didn't catch it, I'm going to pop that up here for you to go check it out. You want to do this not just because it looks flashy and fun and makes you look impressive to the next guy, but also because it helps you avoid muscular imbalances. Muscular imbalances can lead to injuries down the line. I know this from personal experience, having relied on my more dominant right hand in my earlier years of training. I ended up with quite a nasty spinal injury. Long story short, the muscles on one side of the spine in my back were much more tense, and it started to pull my spine to one side. The scientific name for this being scoliosis. You can look into that in your own time, but that's just me letting you know that you don't want to over rely on one side. Try and balance it out on the left side also. The muscle groups this move targets: the bigger leg muscles, mainly in the upper leg, as you're having to get those knees up. And then with the crossover motion, you're working the chest as well as the back muscle. And this is why it's also important to alternate the hands, so you're getting even distribution on both sides. Another key thing to remember, and this applies here and for much of the other powerhouse moves, is that in them being compound movements, there are often 2 more simpler techniques going on, at least. So in this case, if you look carefully at the running crossover, what you have is a regular crossover, and you also have high knee sprints. Okay, so it might be a good idea to break them down. Work on your high knee sprints, work on your crossovers, merge them together. The next one. Squat jumps. This powerhouse move targets legs, the upper and the lower leg muscles as you're having to squat down. Try and squat all the way down. Try and get those hips right down, level with the knees. And you're engaging pretty much every leg muscle, as well as the glutes.
Look at that booty, show me the booty, give me the booty, I want the booty.
As you're swinging out to the right and to the left, your core is engaged for stability. So the core muscles are not just the abdominals, you've also got the lower back muscles. And in order to keep you in that squat position, to keep your torso upright, that core needs to maintain that stability. So that's another muscle group you're working on there. If we're to split this, the two separate moves for this compound movement, you've got your squat jumping, and you've also got your side swing transitioning, opening and closing in and out of the rope. So you can work on those two separately and then put them together for the perfect storm that is a squat jump. Next. Double under crossovers. Again, I'm sure you can see the theme here. Alternate the hands. Some of you, like myself, are more confident on your right hand, as most of the human population is right-handed, but work on getting that left hand involved as well. You have to be careful with this one though. Because it's a double under movement, you have to whip the rope quicker, and this means if you mess up on your weaker hand, you're going to take a high speed lash of the rope, probably to the back, and it's not going to be pretty. The two techniques that we're putting together for this one are of course the double under jump along with our crossover. And so the muscles we're activating here are specifically the lower leg muscles. If you're doing your double unders right, you're driving into the ground, powering through the calf muscle for elevation. So those lower leg muscles are taking a blasting with this one. And similar to the crossover, running crossover earlier, you are having to whip that rope and get that chest and the back activated as well as you do. At higher speed, mind you, than the running crossover, so it's even more of a demand on the chest and the back muscles. Now last, but by no means least, as you can see at this point. By the way, this is all I've done for this video. This is the workout I've done. Granted, it was a hot day, but I was sweating buckets at this point. And that's because these compound movements are so demanding on the body that they really push your limit and really bring it out of you. So the last one is the lunges. Good old leg burner. And there you have it, 4 powerhouse moves. I'm sweating buckets already. That was like 3 minutes of work. You're alternating the feet, you're alternating the hands. The two movements that are combining for this are switched jumping lunges and that side swing transition again. Main muscles we're engaging are upper and lower leg muscles. That switching pincer, scissor-like lunging movement requires pretty much every muscle in your legs, switching left to right on each repetition. You're also switching with your side swings as you're transitioning. Don't just pop out to the right after each lunge. Pop out to the right, pop out to the left, etc., etc. Similar with the squat, you're keeping your core engaged for stability. We don't want to lean forward as we're doing this, and the same applies for the squat. We want to keep our torso upright and face straight ahead. The reason for this is that, and I've covered this in a previous video, if you're squatting and you allow your torso to tilt forward, this is a key point by the way. If you're squatting and you allow your torso to tilt forward, your hands are going to follow. And when your hands follow, that center of rotation is going to drop. And what will happen is you'll end up battering the ground with your rope like this. Important things to remember. Thing number 1, keep your torso up and straight. The reason for this is as you're going down into your jump, if you lean forward, your hands are going to follow, your hand positioning is going to follow, and you might end up slashing the ground with your rope like this. We don't want that. It won't look pretty, it won't sound pretty, and it won't help your workout. So that's about it. Those are 4 powerhouse jump rope techniques that will have you building muscle due to the sheer explosive nature of these movements. Now, who said you can't use jump rope to build muscle? Get these in your workout. I myself, in the next few weeks, will do another video doing these techniques in routine as a workout to share with you all, probably as some kind of follow along workout to demonstrate. It's going to be hard work. That is why these are powerhouse jump rope techniques. Let me know what you think. I'm sure you're all looking forward to getting into these. They are tough techniques, but you will feel better for it. You will know that you've done a hell of a workout after doing some of these in your training session. So if you found this video helpful, pause and leave a comment and hit the like button. I know you're eager and excited to go off and do these powerhouse jump rope tricks, but just hold up a second, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know how you've been getting on with your training. Let me know what you think of these techniques, and if you'd like to see more videos of this nature, we recently released the Redefining Rage training handbook, which goes in deep into the science of fierce jump rope technique. The techniques in this video are very focused on ferocity and hard work and building to a point where you can bang these out in your training session and become more accustomed to doing so. So I'd highly recommend you get your hands on a copy of the book. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to check out this video, and until next time, all the best with your training and stay raging. Okay, what rope should I use? If I had a penny for every time I heard that. Short handles or long handles? A shorter rope is a faster rope. A longer rope gives you more room for error. How can I improve my footwork? The ground is your ally. The feet need to cooperate with the ground. How can I go faster? Why does my rope keep tangling? These double unders are killing me. How do I deal with frustration? How can I be more consistent? How can I prevent injuries? What is the point of using nunchucks? What is the magic wand grip? What is the clock face? What is the cowboy method? What is rage?